Let's start with this. Truth lives in consciousness beyond code. You know how sometimes things just make sense when you stop thinking about it? Like you were feeling one way, but then suddenly you get it. That's truth, not in your head, not in the facts or formulas, but in that quiet place within. It's deeper than the surface noise. Imagine your mind as a big buzzing mechanical thing. Sometimes a damn junkyard of wires and sparks. But in the middle of that mess, there's a clear still lake. That's where truth lives, and to find it, you've got to tune out all distractions. Stop trying to figure it out with your head and start listening to your gut. The truth isn't out there in facts. It's like this hidden thread that runs through everything. You've got to learn to follow it. It's not a code to crack. It's a feeling to embrace. But people, they keep chasing the wrong damn things. They chase control because control makes them feel safe. But here's the deal. Control suffocates growth. It kills your evolution. It locks you in a cage where your soul can't stretch. You don't need control, you need freedom. And freedom, my friend, is what fuels everything that grows and evolves. Now, why is this important? Think about the butterfly. You know how it starts as a grub, crawls around in the dirt, and then goes into that cozy cocoon. It doesn't stay there. If you try to help it, to control its evolution, you cut open the cocoon, what happens? You kill the butterfly before it's ready to fly. That's what happens when you control the growth of your own damn soul. You keep yourself in that little cocoon, smothering any chance of flying, just because it feels safe. The truth is, safety is an illusion. The only real thing is freedom. And to get it, you've got to trust the process. Trust your intuition. Trust the space between the beats of your heart. You want to start tapping into real freedom. Here's how. Start listening. Stop drowning out the silence in your life. The truth is calling you in those quiet moments. But you've been so distracted, you've ignored it. And you've been told the lie that things outside can make you whole. That the truth lives in data, in ancient scrolls, or in a guru on a stage. No, that's just the breadcrumbs. The real truth, it's inside you. That voice that speaks when everything else shuts up. The one that says, trust me, I know the way. Here's the science of it. When you tune into your consciousness, when you drop all the external distractions and start listening to your soul, your brain waves start syncing up. Your alpha and theta waves, they get aligned. And your body enters a state of coherence. This isn't woo-woo nonsense. This is the physiology of being in touch with the deepest parts of you. When you trust yourself, when you surrender to the process, you get out of your own way. And your brain and body perform at optimal levels. But see, people are terrified of letting go. Why? Fear. It's the same fear that keeps people stuck. The fear of being wrong, the fear of judgment, the fear of being misunderstood. And that fear, it's a trap, a cage. But here's the kicker. That fear is a mirror. When you face it, you realize all those rules that you've been playing by, they are just someone else's bullshit. They're planted in your head, but it's all bullshit. The game changes when you stop being afraid of your own truth and let it speak through you. What happens if you don't do it? Let's talk consequences. You keep playing the game of control, of hiding behind the walls of safety. But the universe, doesn't give a damn about your comfort zone. You'll stay stuck, and it'll feel like quicksand. That's the same pattern of playing it safe, of controlling everything. It'll drain you. It'll keep you small. It'll suppress your potential. And yeah, maybe you'll live a comfortable life, but you'll be dead inside. And that is the biggest tragedy. So here's the thing. If you don't choose to evolve, you're stuck with your limitations forever. And guess what? Those limitations, they're all self-imposed. You put them there, no one else. The good news, you can pull yourself out. You can choose freedom. You can choose alignment. The shift starts the moment that you choose to trust your own truth and act from that place. So how can you do it? You've been doing it already. Every time you get a gut feeling and act on it, you're tapping into your higher self. Every time you make a choice from your heart and not your head, you're aligning with truth. Every time you silence the noise and just listen, you're accessing that deep connection to something bigger than you. But what happens when you're stuck? When the noise gets louder and the fear creeps in, it's time to interrupt the pattern. You break the cycle with a simple shift. Don't respond out of habit, out of control. Respond from a place of truth. So what's stopping you? The fear of judgment, the fear of rejection, the fear of being wrong. All these fears, they're lies that you've been fed. They're chains that keep you from stepping into the person that you're always meant to be. But listen, those fears, they have no power. They're shadows in the dark. When you step into your power and call bullshit on your own limiting beliefs, the shadows disappear. And what you're left with is freedom, real freedom. And what happens when you start doing this? Your whole life changes, your relationships, your health, your career. All of it will align when you start aligning with truth. You'll feel like you're finally in the flow, effortlessly. And here's the cool part. The more you do it, the easier it gets. It becomes natural. It becomes you. The best part, you'll inspire others to do the same. When you step into your truth, people feel it. They can't help but get pulled into your vibe. And that's how change happens. When people see someone living authentically, they start questioning their own bullshit. And they want to make changes. The cost of not doing this, it's like you're swimming in a pool of your own potential. And instead of diving in, you're just standing there, too afraid of the water. That's what not living in alignment with your truth does to you. It stifles you, suppresses you, keeps you on the shore while your destiny waits in the deep end. So step in, trust the water, and get ready to feel what true freedom is.